Hi, this video is about a strategy that couples and families can use when they interact with each other to communicate better, get along better, feel better, get across their points, listen better. I call it the talking listening exercise. It's not brand new information, but hopefully it helps out, something you can possibly try. So it doesn't have to involve a large amount of time, but deliberately schedule some time to do this would be best, because it will help you practice and get better at a skill that we could all use improvement on. So set aside maybe 2 times a week, 1 or 2 times a week. 5-10 minutes is fine. And choose who's going to be the talker and who's going to be the listener. Those are your roles. That is all you're doing. If you're talking, your job is not to listen to what the other person has to say, what they think, and vice versa. If you're the listener, your opinion, your feedback isn't the point. The point is to do a good job of listening. So the talker takes a set amount of time. I would recommend no more than 1 or 2 minutes. Seems small, but it's actually an awful long time to talk without being interrupted. So talker says something about a problem situation, an uncomfortable feeling, could be something good, could be something negative, and they talk about it. Now, it's easier, and I would recommend one option is to try talking about a situation that does not involve the person who's doing the listening, not directly. Maybe about somebody they know, a mutual friend, a family member, or somebody totally different, maybe somebody from the talker's job that the speaker does not know or does not have some strong feelings about. It's a good place to start because it's easier to listen and to get less defensive about that. Gradually working up to talking about each other is a bit harder, but a skill you want to have. So you talk for, let's say, a minute about something. Be careful when you are the talker to use language that is probably not going to provoke a strong negative reaction in the other person. So use a lot of I language, talk about your own feelings, own up to it if it's your opinion and that it's just an opinion and your own judgment, rather than talking about the person who's doing the listening. Avoid accusations, name calling, insults, criticism if you can. Simply talk about, I'm feeling this way, or this is happening. Last night this was going on, and this is what I'm concerned about, or what I would like to have happen. We'll get to I statements on another video. During this time, the listener just listens. Your job as a listener is simply to pay attention to that person, and you don't have to agree with them. You don't have to even completely understand them, but you're attempting to understand their point of view. Try to be them. Try to actually imagine yourself getting inside their body, inside their brain, and feeling what it's like to be them, that person. That will help you understand and convey that sense of empathy and listening. So when that person is done talking, then it's your turn to summarize. Not word for word, but a shorter version. We might call this paraphrasing. Sounds to me that you're saying blah, 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 or you seem to be feeling this. Your own point of view about what they're going through. And the third part of the interaction, so it's going back and forth, is the talker confirms or disconfirms this, or changes and modifies it. So the talker says, yeah, that's it, exactly. Or, yeah, that part's correct, but we missed this part. There's this part that's really more important to me. So the goal here is simply to get clear communication without being hindered by defensiveness, by making judgments, giving advice, arguing back and forth. You're not having a debate. This isn't to solve everything, but it's a big step, and it really is necessary. And it's something that all of us could use improvement on, and we all fail at it sometimes, and sometimes we do well with this. So that's in a nutshell the idea of talking and listening and that piece of communication. If you try this out and it evolves into something not very constructive, an argument, something very difficult, something very unpleasant, just stop it and either try it again another time, or bring that back to a counseling session if you're in counseling, and discuss it with a third party present. that often can be helpful so that we work on a skill. And this is just one of those. So hope that helps you out.